Everyone right now is complaining about being banned. If you go to the front page of the Diablo Immortal subreddit, you're going to notice a bunch of posts saying I can't connect or I have been banned. Well, there's multiple things going on. First of all, Blizzard's been having DDoS attacks. So if you've been having login queue issues, disconnection issues, or something like that over the last few days, but really over the last week or so, then that's related to a DDoS attack. But there is actually something else that's going on right now related to banning. If you look at this blanket ban for anyone who had a refund ever. Now, of course, this is just a post on Reddit, so this is not like an official communication or something by Blizzard themselves saying this. This is just some guy complaining about the fact he got banned. But there is actually a bunch of these if you take a look at it. The first one, let's read what he has to say. Some of their posts are showing Blizzard has decided to blanket ban any account that ever had a purchase refund going back as far as a year ago. This is a 180 on their original stance, which is what they would only limit your account by having your orb balance go negative and you have to restore it to go positive and you would be fine. I had done the exact situation above and got my orb balance back to positive, and my account was permanently closed today. In their blanket ban, despite being told by Blizzard a year ago this would never happen. So, effectively what happened was he did a refund, he got into the negative orb, he paid off his negative orb debt, okay, and then Blizzard's like, thanks for paying off your debt. Later, chump, and bans the guy. Or at least that's the way that he is telling this story. Let us continue. I attempted to work with support, even showing them screenshots of past support tickets where Blizzard restored my account and told me I was in good standing, or flat out refusing any level of customer service, just instantly closing support tickets. This is quite frankly unacceptable. It goes to show just how ugly this game can get with company. There's made no announcement of this policy, et cetera, and they ban thousands of accounts. So you go down here, there's people like saying their opinion about what's actually going on. He says the customer service responds and said they're already reviewing it and would not discuss anything while ignoring everything I said about the emails, et cetera. So they're just looking into it at the moment. He says he did initial refunds with Blizzard, locked the account, and basically charged the orbs, making my balance negative, which locked him out of doing anything till he was positive. It's been a year since then, and he said everything is cool a year ago, randomly decided to ban. Well, here's the first thing. The game hasn't been out a year. Not yet, but almost. We're getting there. So he probably means near the start of the game is when this actually happened. And if you didn't know before, we've covered this on this channel. There was a negative orb balance thing where effectively both cheaters who purchased orbs at discount prices from like either stolen credit cards or from like VPN change type of stuff, those people were getting negative orb balances, as were the people getting refunds, etc. And their policy seems to be that you're just locked out of certain portions of the game, like PvP, for instance, if you have a negative orb balance. But if you pay off your negative orb balance and go back into positive, you can now go back into the game and actually start playing the game again. You're basically held at a ransom, more or less. Well, the argument here is that this guy gets banned even though he effectively paid off his debt, and it's been a year now, almost a year, right, of him paying off his debt, and then they ban him after they have his money, and he feels cheated. He feels cheated about it. He's not the only post, okay? And whether or not you believe him, is there is no, I don't know if he posts screenshots or anything of the conversation. There's nothing here. So this is just a post on a forum for the moment. But you got to take this type of stuff seriously, because if you start looking here, you can see account banned for no reasons. Telling me got banned for suspicious activity. I didn't do nothing. Random email saying he got banned. Account closure. Here's one that does attach screenshots. Okay, do the violations. We have permanently closed your Immortal. Will not transfer, compensate, or anything. He doesn't know what actually happened. I did appeal it, of course, but I can't say I'm holding out on an awful lot of hope. I don't blame him holding out on a lot of hope. Typically, this stuff isn't handled very quickly in any game, by the way, not just in Diablo Immortal. So he says his account got banned, but he doesn't know why, or at least it doesn't say in here why. It says various actions deemed inappropriate. So he could have said something in the game. He could have, done something in terms of like a gray area. We don't actually know. And so because of the lack of transparency or chat logs or whatever showing why he's in trouble, it is just another piece of evidence added on the pile. Then we have another one here, which says your account can be banned arbitrarily. This guy says he's a free-to-play player, and he actually, if I remember right, he actually mentions me in this video where he says the only thing that he really did was trading platinum between multiple characters. Now, if you want to know why he's mentioning me in this one, it's because I actually suggested, hey, if you're going to do multiple character farming for platinum, I suggest, just because of this reason, because of the fact that bans happen and there's no actual explanation, I said, and some people inside me roast me over saying it's illegal, just a suggestion. Like, look, I'm saying because of this gray area and because I know how customer server works, not just in this game, in almost any MMO, they're dog shit. Okay, customer service is normally terrible. I don't like to do gray area stuff or stuff that is not explicitly stated overtly to be acceptable. So I suggested not having multiple Battle.net accounts, playing the game on multiple characters at the same time, and trading platinum between them, just so you, at a minimum, do not look like some kind of bot farmer or something. So that was something I suggested. Now, he decided to go with a different route of actually doing this because some other people, he named some other streamers here, which isn't really any of my business, saying that they were doing this as well. And so he thought it was safe, and that's why he believes he got banned. Now, there's always the possibility where literally every single one of these, if we go through all these Reddit pages, all of these guys got banned for legitimate reasons, and all of them are spinning some yarn to try to get their account back. This is something that happens in RuneScape. So they get dunked all the time. RuneScape people will go to the Reddit and post something like, hey, my account got banned, I did nothing wrong, and then the mob will come in and like dunk on him and be like, nope, you actually did do something wrong, here's all the evidence, and dunk them down. Now, the problem is we don't have that evidence. We do have this here. SinfoScribe says a day ago he was going to look into it. He says shoot him a DM. Now, whether or not this actually, it says he's unable to receive direct messages, so he tried to do a chat. Whether or not that actually works, I don't know if there was any follow-up with this. He didn't seem to post any follow-up, at least not that I was able to find. And if you scroll down, people who say things like this, you have multiple accounts, multiple characters at the same time, which have been told to people for art farming, this isn't against terms of service, but you use multiple accounts to conduct transactions amongst them. Things like this. We don't know exactly the rules. I mean, I'm not a lawyer. I can't read through these terms of service and figure out the gray area. So I just stay well enough away from this type of stuff, okay? But that doesn't explain all of these ones or this blanket ban wave or the fact that there seems to be multiple of these here recently. So obviously there's something going on in terms of banning. They're either going out and closing out some of these customer service things where they have like outstanding accounts that, you know, either rightfully deserve to be banned, or there's been some kind of update in terms of how they're actually handling these things in the game. For now, we don't know. I don't have any idea of what's going on in terms of customer service, and people aren't really posting very many screenshots to get much information to do some triangulating. So instead of speculating on something like this, which could basically get your account banned, I'm going to choose not to speculate and say we don't know what's going on. However, I will say that if you're doing anything sus, now is the time not to do that. Probably. Okay, so fair warning where fair warnings are due. With that being said, don't get banned. Enjoy yourself. Have a great day, everybody. And I'll see you on the next one. We're going live right now, twitch.tv/Darth Microtransactions. So come on by if you would like to see me live. Kitty Cat's meowing at me, and apparently I owe her some food. Okay, Kitty Cat, let's go. Come on, Kitty Cat. Let's go feed this animal. You seeing her? Look at her. She's all excited because now she thinks she's going to get some food. She's going to go stand by her bowl. Okay, Kitty. All right.